Hey. Morning. I finished early, so thought I'd pop back and make you breakfast. Pepper on top, right? Oh, hi, you'll need a shantuan. You look great. Probably be a bit busy for the next few weeks. But I'll make it up to you soon, I promise.
What's going on, everyone? It's Nina Infinity. Welcome to my channel on this Sunday night where we are reviewing What If Episode 8, Marvel's What If Episode 8. So I am in the Halloween spirit. It is now October. As you can tell, I am ready. My body is ready. And I'm so happy to be joined by my panelists, the OG, Jayne Theory. How are you?
Hello, I'm doing wonderfully. Happy to be here. How are you guys?
Yay, I'm good. I'm so excited
Good.
you're here. I miss you.
Oh, I miss being here. I miss
Tell
so many
everyone
episodes.
where they can find you.
You can find me on YouTube where I post movie and television reviews and occasionally some pop culture commentary. You can also find me on Twitter, Instagram, and Twitch at Jayne Theory.
There you go. And I think you also have a new channel, right?
I do. I have a new channel called Feast and Festival. So definitely check that out. Just got 2 videos on there so far, but I'll be posting videos from my travels and festivals and things I attend.
You have a link or a wrench, right? Drop your link for that
Okay.
channel in the chat
Sure
because I forgot to put it in the description.
I will. Thank you.
So do that. And then Teresa, how are you?
Hey, I'm doing great. Glad to be back.
Yeah, I'm so excited that you're here. Yay! This is
Yay.
gonna be fun. Tell everyone where they can find you.
Well, you can always find me here at Miss Martin Muses, where I talk about what makes me laugh, makes me cry, makes me happy, makes me sad, or just really ticks me off. And on Tuesday, I'm going to be talking about what really scares the living crap out of me. It's going to be Terror Tuesday, where a live stream about some horror flicks. And we're going to start with some classics on Tuesday afternoon.
Nice. Very cool. Getting into the Halloween spirit. I love Halloween. How are you, Script Doctor?
I am doing pretty good. Pretty darn good. Glad to be here with all of you lovely ladies and awesome people in the chat. Thanks for having me tonight.
Definitely. Tell everyone where they can find you.
You can find me on Twitter at ScriptDoctorPhD, and I do have a YouTube channel at just search Script Doctor, and I'm the first one that pops up actually right now.
It's also in the description down below. Same with his Twitter, so make sure you are subscribed. We may have some other pop-ins in a little bit, but before we get started, please be sure to smash the like, share the stream, subscribe if you're new here, all that good stuff. And Lugnuts 6 for 5 says it's Sunday night, and the celestial diamond Nina Infinity's spreading her wings and sharing her heart with the universe. Oh my God. And then she sends us 4 roses. How sweet is this? What a sweet super chat. Thank you so much, Lugnuts. That is so sweet. And there is Jayne's channel, Feast and Festival with Jayne. And George is in the chat. Hey, George. What's going on? George also has a new channel. George, please drop your link in the chat. I don't know if you have a wrench. I don't think he does.
Yeah, I just subscribed to you, Jayne.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Nice. Let me quickly, George, I'm gonna make you a mod so you can go ahead and drop your link in the chat for everyone, so everyone subscribes to George. He's going to be killing it soon. And we got Stephen Otten here. Hail, Nina, Jayne, Teresa, Script, and Wrenches, and chat. Hello to you, Stephen Otten. Thank you for joining us. And everybody else, like Severon, thank you for being here. Mecha Gengar, Jianhu, hello. Elvis is here. Who else is here? Cosmo James is here. Hello, hello, hello. Says, what if Ultron was One was a good episode? Why couldn't all of What If be like this? I agree. I really enjoyed this episode. But we're gonna get into all of that. Ryan T says, "What's what's a better holiday, Christmas or Halloween?" Ooh,
Ooh.
that is one really
Well,
difficult
that's easy.
question.
Halloween's
Christmas.
not an official holiday, so fortunately, Christmas is the one that is a holiday.
Christmas, yay!
But I prefer Halloween over Christmas, though.
Yeah.
I
Hey,
know, I
baby
love
Jesus
It's a
always
close
wins
tie.
for me. Yeah.
I love them both so much.
Me
Oh yeah,
too.
you're
I
right.
love
Sure, you
them.
don't get it off at all, do you? Well, Halloween, or rather, All Saints Day, the next day, November.
Teresa, did
1st.
you just say you don't really get off? What?
No, no, you don't really get it off. Get it off.
It's
like
not
you
a
don't
paid
get
holiday.
Halloween off.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
See, because
Yeah,
Christmas is officially a holiday. I see what
Yep.
it is. Yeah.
It
Oh,
should
sorry
be
about that.
though.
See,
Well,
see,
Nina, I'm sorry I got y'all excited there. No, nothing that
was like,
nothing that
what?
interesting. Just talking about federal holidays.
This conversation is already more interesting than the entire What If series. So it's all good. Nikki D, thank you so much for the 5. Says the beautiful Tom Hiddleston commercials are greatly appreciated. Thanks, Nina. You are very welcome. I'm gonna try and get more. He needs to make more commercials.
Yeah.
They
Oh,
pay
yeah.
well, so.
They do, especially the China ones. Christine,
Oh,
the
yeah.
Killer Car, is here for 5. Says, hey, the lady, how are you? I'm good. I'm good. How are you doing? How are you doing, darling? It's good to see you. Orange Hat Reviews is here. Ancient One is here. Hello. Says 50 hype like or 50 like hype. Thank you guys also very much. Keep smashing that like. Whoa. See, I'm telling
Wow.
you, man.
Oh, now you see that's how rumors get started.
I know
Yes.
what I heard, Teresa. I know what I heard.
I'm gonna go back and replay it, and you will hear it in there. Get it off.
Yeah, get it off, baby. Get it off. Okay. Seriously though, we have a show. Aw, Tina, or more Loki. Hi, Tina. Hi. Good to see you. Good to see you. This was a good episode.
It was better.
Jedi Knight. Lego Nina is not old, just beautiful. What? Says Nina, I'll be disappointed if you make it through the entire stream without noticing my name. Oh, dude, that is very hard not to notice. Wow. Okay. Thank you. I have someone that made a weird name of my thing. Okay. That's never happened before. Thank you. Lugnuts 6, thank you so much for the $5. Says, just so I didn't forget, to Jane and Teresa, 2 beautiful gems of equal delight. Have a great night to all the ladies on the show.
Oh,
Sends us more roses.
thank
Oh my
you.
God. Oh, poor script doctor. Too bad you don't have a vagina. Oh,
Well, I
sorry.
mean, my girlfriend has one. That's kind of how
That's
that works
good.
out.
That's good. That's really good. You're going out with a person with a vagina. That's great.
Yeah, that's how I like it.
Well, don't you know that you don't have to have one to be a lady? So
Apparently not.
That's
Not
what
in
they say.
2021.
I
so
don't
we've
care.
been
It's what I
told.
like. It's
no, I mean as far as being one of the gems of delight.
Oh, okay.
You can be a lady. You can be a lady.
Script is like, nah. I'm good. All right, we have a show to do. It's What If. We're reviewing it. Let's start with, like always, what did you guys think of the episode? Script Doctor, what did you think?
I was kind of bored during it.
Okay.
That was mostly during the Watcher versus Ultron half. That tail end, that last 10 minutes was probably the most boring of it. I liked the start, the concept of the desolate Earth after Ultron had gotten his vision body and destroyed all the Avengers, and it's just Clint and Natasha trying to make their way to the last possible weapon they could use to defeat Ultron, but it was missing something. It was missing some information as to who's left alive in the world at this moment that these two are trying to save? Because right now, as far as I understood, it was just these two are the last two humans on the planet.
Yeah,
It
it
felt like.
seemed like everybody was dead. I didn't really
Yeah.
kind of get that either. I was like, okay, so who's left alive? Like, I don't. Okay, Jayne, I love this. This is amazing.
Look how cute.
So cute. It's Halloween, Jayne. I
Yes.
love it. I love it. But yes, I didn't understand who was left alive either. I was like, what? Who's what?
Because it's
No
like,
one.
what are they fighting for? Are they just fighting for themselves, or is there really actually someone else? You know, a group of people, survivors somewhere. That,
Maybe they're assuming that not everybody could have died. Maybe people went into their bunkers or something. I don't know. This is just me putting
Yeah, well,
thoughts
it's
in the
really tricky
writers'
to.
heads.
It was really tricky to discern that. At least for me.
Mhm.
But I was willing to go with it, and if they were to follow through.
Yeah.
Sadly, they did not.
Yeah, they didn't. Well, what about you, Jayne? What did you think about the episode?
Yeah, I found it confusing. I mean, there were parts of it that I did enjoy, like some of the, I guess, fight or action sequences. But in terms of the actual story itself, I still have no idea what happened. Like,
You have no
I
idea
just
what
don't
happened.
know. I don't know what the point of it was, I guess.
The point was that Ultron went crazy and won.
But
And that was it.
okay.
What's the
It-
point of any of the what ifs? That's what's the point of any one of
There
them?
was just
Like,
nothing from there. I don't know.
I liked it. I thought it was entertaining. You know what's weird is I thought to myself, like, I went through like periods of like being like, okay, this is good, like it's okay. And then like, you know, it's all right. I like it. I like, you know, Scarjo. Black Widow and Hawkeye doing their thing and being
Yeah.
like kick ass together. And like, I like that stuff. All of that stuff I enjoyed. And then all of a sudden, like, you know, we get to like the Ultron thing and then he kills Thanos in like one shot. And I was like, okay, that was stupid.
Yeah, that
And then right after that, like, you know, he goes through like a whole bunch of universes or whatever,
Yeah.
which weren't really even universes because he goes through the planets. Like he goes through the planets in our universe and then starts blowing them all up. And then Captain Marvel shows up after like he's blown up like 5 planets. And then she's like, oh my God, I'm going to kick your ass. And then I was like, oh God, Captain Marvel. Like, obviously,
Yeah, we're
she's
back
going
to
to
the
win.
annoying one.
Yeah, I was like, she's going to win. Obviously, she's going to win. And then she didn't. And I was like, oh, damn, they like killed her. So I was like happy.
it's
It's so
morbid.
annoying, though.
Come on, how
I
can an
know, it's
episode be
weird.
bad where they kill Captain Marvel?
I know, that's what I'm saying. I was like, oh, they killed her. This is getting real interesting, real fast. Okay, like this is getting my interest going even more. But we're gonna break it down more, you guys. Just hang on.
I did like Hawkeye in this, though. I will say.
I did too, except for one thing, which we will discuss. But what was up with his hair? Because it's like it's the end
Well,
of the world,
It
and
doesn't
his
really
hair.
look like him. The animation style was, I don't know, it was interesting.
Yeah, so these are the Ultron things. The episode starts with Hawkeye and ScarJo, I mean Black Widow, going nuts, battling the Ultron robots.
Mhm.
This part, what did you guys think of this joke? When he's like, "Don't
Cliche.
say it," like
Give me a
that.
hand.
It's like
I
that.
thought
You
it was-
need a hand.
It's like
Um,
she channeled Stieg Kenobi.
I was
Yeah.
just gonna say that, Teresa. I was like the entire time I was thinking like, did Stieg write this episode, like this part? Because that was such a.
I don't
Stieg joke.
know. I think Steve could come up with some better puns.
Yeah, probably that's
It
true.
was meant to be silly, I think.
Yeah. Stephen Otten, thank you for the 2. Says missing info sounds like a Sopranos movie. Oh, I don't know. I haven't seen that, but I've heard mixed reviews. That's for sure. But yeah, so they're doing their thing. This is what Script Doctor is talking about. Is like no one knows why they're fighting for anything because it kind of looks like it already looks like a nuclear winter, and like the nuclear part hadn't even happened yet.
Yeah.
So like it already looked kind of like messed up. But this is what I'm talking about. Like it's the end of the world, And like this dude has like perfect hair. Like I'm like, how is his hair? Like, how did he go home and like gel up his hair the way that he did? Because I just
Well,
feel
Might
like
be
yeah,
just
just
natural grease.
Yeah, he has
okay,
his
there you
prayer.
go. All right.
It might. I don't know. I'm just.
I mean, look at her hair. I mean, it's nice and wavy and bouncy.
Yeah, it is. She's really
I
pretty.
mean, you have to look good even at the end of the world.
That's true. I did appreciate the fact that her character looked like a female.
Yes.
She did not look like a man.
And he looked like a man.
Yeah,
which
and he
was
looked like a man. That was nice.
exciting.
See, like he looks very. They captured both their liking quite well, I think. As far as
I think they could have done a little bit better with him, but I'll approve it.
yeah. I mean, it wasn't as bad as like Mark Ruffalo's like
No.
Whatever the
Yeah.
heck that is.
yeah, whatever
Yeah.
that was.
Yeah.
So this episode is basically about Ultron and how basically he succeeded and he put his body or his mind into Vision,
Mhm.
and like Vision didn't survive. He's Ultron, and Ultron kills everybody.
I
And
did
then
not
he-
like the voice. I wish they had brought back the actor who voiced him.
James Spader?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm trying to get a good scene of Hawkeye, but I can't. Damn it. Trying to look at Hawkeye's face, but it won't show it. There he is. Yes, he doesn't look that much like Hawkeye in
He
this.
doesn't look like
in
him,
this
but he
shot.
looks like a man, so I'm cool with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. He definitely looks like a man, and that's a good thing. In this day and age, that's all we're asking for, right? Like,
I know, that's our
That's it.
barometer.
Does he look like a man? Yes. Okay, close
Thank
enough.
God. Close enough, exactly.
close enough. That's all we're asking for. Sorry, I'm just looking at something going on in my chat. Okay. So yeah, then they're talking about, this is when the nukes go off. So they're like, oh, let's go and get him, because the nuke, he's going to set off all the nukes.
Mhm.
And then they don't succeed, and he sets off all the nukes, which happens to be also when Thanos shows up. He just like shows up from this portal, and then Ultron's like, "Ooh, I like those little gemmy gems you got on your little glove. Maybe I'll just take them." And he's
Yeah.
like literally beams, like there's the beam thing. He like shoots the beam out in 1 second. It's like boop, and Thanos is dead. He gone.
Like,
There
well,
he
that's
is.
that.
That's
Where was
it.
that in Avengers Infinity War?
Right? Like what? How? Like why is Thanos such a bitch in every single one of these? Like what's it called? What ifs?
In the what
and-
ifs? Well, I mean, in the comic books, he's kind of that because again, he does everything he does so he can get with this character named Death, which is, it's not the same god of death within Asgard. It's another female Death that he's in love with, and yeah, so he does everything for some dead action. That's what he wants.
Interesting. But yeah, he's just very weak, and he's like that in the other series too, like Loki. It's like, oh, the Infinity Stones don't mean anything. We're just gonna keep them all in all these drawers. And
well, that's a power status again. It's like if you can manipulate every single timeline ever to exist, yeah, the Infinity Stones are kind of small compared to that.
Yeah, it makes
it's about
Infinity War
scalable power.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just makes it less impactful, the danger that they were all in.
exactly.
I don't even know why he was there though. At this point, I mean, the world.
Well, I think he came to like take over the world, and then he was like, "Wait,
But
what?"
he didn't
Like,
see from wherever he was coming from. Like he didn't see ahead to see the destruction.
I guess not. No.
I guess not. No. And he also came from a portal, which is not usually what he does, because he usually shows up with a spaceship.
Right. And if he
Right?
does use a portal, doesn't he send his people in first? Like, why would he
Yeah,
walk
right?
be the
Like,
first one
that's
to walk
weird.
through?
Yeah, because he usually sends his like minions, like his generals and stuff like that, ahead of him to make sure there's no Avengers or there's no like whatever, you know.
Well, what does he really have to be worried about? I mean,
Yeah,
from
he
his
does have like
perspective.
4 of the freaking Infinity Stones.
But
So
still,
but
you send a
anyways,
lookout. I mean, that's just general military strategy.
I agree with you, Jane, but this Thanos is an idiot.
He's very he thinks destroying half the universe will save it.
So Ultron is like yoink, and he
Yeah.
like just takes the Infinity Stones and he like sticks it onto himself, and it becomes this like
Sticks it onto
weirdo.
himself.
There he is. He becomes this weirdo AI thing. Oh, which reminded me, Jane is also an AI. So this must have
I
been your
am.
favorite episode.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's my favorite of the series. I don't like the lack of sense that the AI is showing, but yeah.
I was thinking of you the whole time. I was like, this is Jane's favorite.
So Nina
episode.
was like, this is what's gonna happen. This is why you can't support them.
I know this is exactly what they want. This is it. This is what they want. George says Marvel's What If episode 8. What happened to Thanos's balls and brains? Nobody knows.
That's it.
They're
Nobody
gone.
knows. It's gone.
And why did he change his look?
Yeah, they've been cucked with Lokis.
Yeah, I don't know why he changed his look. Like that is weird. His whole
he-
suit changed.
Yeah, he just put on the original Ultron type armor.
Is that what it is? It's original.
Yeah, because the original robot had like the silver chassis and the big shoulder bells and all that stuff, and so they just tried to hybrid both of them.
Okay, that's kind of cool. I could dig it. I could dig it. I mean, it
just
wasn't.
understand why. Who's he trying to
Wasn't,
impress?
We don't know who Ultron is ever trying to impress. We don't. Ultron does not make sense.
No, he doesn't. This is when he brings back all his people to life, and he puts on a cape too.
Yeah, Vision
what's
gave
up with
himself a cape.
The cape I totally didn't get. I was like, why does this AI need a cape? What?
He wants
What?
to look cool.
I know he did.
By what standard? At this point,
There is no AI standard for cool, is there? Jane, I'm asking.
Well, look at Jane. She's got a pumpkin on her head.
That's true.
he should have had a pumpkin.
That's true.
It makes not as much sense.
He has some fashion sense. Okay. That's great. So then he's like, okay, I'm gonna start destroying everything in the universe. Because I can. Because that's my
Why?
purpose now. Because apparently that was his programming, right, Jane? Like his programming was he wants to wipe out all life because he thinks that they're the disease, kind of like the way Thanos thought. Is that not the same thing that he thought?
No, not exactly. I think Thanos' mindset had more to do with a waste of resources. I'm not sure where this idea comes from that you should just wipe all life.
Well, the only true peace is in death. Sadly, I mean, like you're never more at peace than you are before you were born and after you're dead.
Doctor's not
Well,
wrong.
that got dark fast.
I mean, that's what some German dude used to say too.
Nietzsche?
No, the other one.
No, Nietzsche is Russian, I think. Yeah, I know
Well,
you're getting at.
do you mean Austrian though?
Yes,
Technically, he was
I
from
do.
Austria.
I meant Austrian.
Austrian.
That it's true. You're right. You're right. I did mean that. But yeah, so like he's
But this is more than change. Didn't he just want to change the society?
No,
No.
he was programmed for peace, and the only way you get peace, sadly,
But you can
when it's
neutralize.
all over.
Get
You
the
can
best night's
neutralize
sleep.
humanity without killing all of it.
he was really weird about it because he's like, that's what the what's his name said too, like when he was like, I built you for peace, Iron Man, and he's like, the only way to get peace is through like terminating you or whatever. I don't remember what he said, but he said something like that. Like, I have to end all life, and that's the only way we get peace.
Yeah,
It's just that's AI mentality, Jane. This is why I don't like AI, because they're weird.
Well, let's reassess. Maybe you have a point. I don't know. Let's think about it.
Yeah, there you go. Ultron hates all organic life in the comics.
Okay.
Okay, all right. George says, except it's bad programming. When he thought he had actually destroyed all life, there was nothing for Ultron to do until he discovered the Watcher, and then restarted back to his bad programming. Exactly, and we're gonna get there because that's kind of like that's exactly kind of like what happened. But he starts going in through the universe, systematically getting rid of like all the different places. We see again another shot of Star-Lord,
Yeah.
and then he dead. Same with Gamora, dead. Which I thought was an interesting thing because they really hate this guy, man.
Yeah.
But like, you did.
I didn't even think about that.
The only scene they had him in, they were like, you dead. This guy's dead. Everybody dead. You dead. You're dead. All of you are dead. This planet's dead. This is when Captain Marvel shows up. And she's like, listen, Skynet, I've seen the Killer Robot movie. And she's not funny because I hate Captain Marvel. And then she starts like, beating up Ultron. And this was really interesting because I was like, oh, she gonna kill him because, it's Captain Marvel. But that didn't happen.
Nope.
What about you guys? Were your expectations subverted?
Yeah, because I thought she'd come in and be the best ever.
I thought the same. What about you, Script Doctor?
No, nothing was subverted for me because I figured it wouldn't end this quickly. So yeah.
You didn't think that she was gonna make him see the error of his ways through her feminine? Well,
I mean, if they did do that, that would be a true subversion because, again, subversion is to demoralize the product or the characters with which you're watching. And that didn't really happen here. What we ended up getting is a threat that could take out someone with the same amount of power of a single Infinity Stone.
That's also a very interesting point. But yeah, so he killed her. And I was like, oh my God. Yeah. He killed her. And
he could
then
stop right there, but no.
He's like, it's done. I have no more purpose. But after all he did, all of a sudden he started to realize some creepy dude is watching him. He's like, wait, what's going on?
This was funny.
This was funny. Okay. My favorite line was when he called him creepy. I was like, thank you. Thank you. This dude is creepy as shit.
Well, that's the Watcher.
America the Free, thank you so much for the $5. Says, hello, beautiful. Hello to you, sir. I'm glad you're here. We're just breaking down What If episode 8. Grab some popcorn, enjoy the show, because this will be more interesting than the episode. So yeah, and then he sees like the Watcher, and he's like, "Wait, who are you? What the hell are you doing? Why are you watching me? Let's see if I can get to where you are, and I can because I'm fucking cool."
Yeah, and then Marvin the Martian freaks out.
Yeah,
Marvin the Martian. I did like this though. I thought this was cool. His like universes between universes area where he's just chilling out. I like this because I've been wondering about this entity this entire time. So I like the idea that, they just told us more about him. So I kind of I was like, finally, like we see something other than a weirdo shadowy figure in space.
I was kind of confused as to why he was so vulnerable though.
I was also thinking that too. Like, I don't understand why he's alone. Like, is there other people like him? Like, because
there's lots like him.
Yeah, and so I was like, so where is everybody else? Like, I was like, where's like all his people? Are they watching too? Do they all just sit around and watch together? I don't know. Because it only seems like there's only one in this. Well, in this series. So
And
I don't.
so, why didn't he see Kang?
Yeah, that's the other thing. Where's Kang at? I don't know. I was also thinking that too. Ultron breaks the fourth wall more than Deadpool in this episode. That's true. I mean, they go through many walls.
It said, why is he tan?
This makes me very angry. Mars forever. Oh my god. Why is he tanned? I don't know. Was he?
I don't even know
was-
where he's getting sun from in that multiverse cavern.
See, my question was, why was he black?
Yeah, well, that's the thing. I don't know anything about the Watchers. So are they white? Are they? What are they like in the comics? Are they not black? I'm guessing they're not.
I guess yeah, they're something.
That clarifies it a lot.
That's the best,
riveting
most accurate way I
commentary.
could keep
What's
it. It's
their
like they're something.
species?
They're,
Okay.
okay, there's something. All right. But who watches the Watchers?
We do.
Oh, God.
That's really interesting. It's like
we,
the
we're waiting that coming.
Darth
what is
Side said, why is he Mexican? That's hilarious.
He's not Mexican.
What, you think the Watchers can't have a Mexico?
I mean, it would be funny if he was like, "Hey, what you doing here?" Like, it would have been a lot funnier than what we got.
Well, Cheech Marin there.
Oh no.
Tacos.
What you trying to do? Destroy the universe?
I live in the universe.
So meanwhile, these two are like, let's figure this out together and figure out how to defeat this creature, Ultron, using the code of, what was that guy's name again?
Zolov.
Yeah.
Zolov. And this is where it gets interesting because the Watcher is all like tempted to help them. And he's like watching and he's like, oh, like you're almost there. Like you're finding it. Oh my God, I want to help them, but I can't because it's my oath and I can't help them. And I was like, just fucking help them already.
Yeah, just sorry.
Like, God damn it. Like I thought that maybe he was gonna like kind of like go like this to the bookshelf and like
Yeah.
have the box fall out or something like that. But
Push it.
Yeah, this scene was unintentionally very funny.
it was unintentionally funny. I was like, God damn, let's go. So finally he sees the name. He's like, is this it? Yes. But then Hawkeye's all emo at this point and he like wants to give up. And the Watcher's like, what the fuck, man? You almost had it. Let's go. Don't sit down. No, get back up. Do it. But then, of course, Black Widow is there to give Hawkeye that pep talk that he needs and ends up finding the box. And then they find out where the guy is or the next program is because they have already destroyed the other one that they went to get in the other movie. What was that movie one?
That'd be
America?
Captain America Winter Soldier.
Yeah, Winter Soldier. So he's all happy. Look at his face. He's like, yay, they found it. And then but the next scene, he gets all he's like, they really did it. There's still hope. And then Ultron's like, no, there isn't, bitch. I'm here to kill your ass and all the universes because now I figured out that there's way more universes than my own because of you. I'm gonna kill you and everyone else too. Christine, the killer car, says, okay, I'm confused. Who's good and who's bad? Black Widow is good and Hawkeye's good. The Watcher's a creep. He just watches everything happen. Ultron is bad because he wants to kill everyone. I hope that helps.
That's pretty accurate, yeah.
I mean, the Watcher, to some extent, I would say, like, I mean, he's kind of bad because I feel like if you're just standing aside and let things happen, you're part of the problem. I mean, we
Yeah.
have a lot of that in this world right now. People just standing aside, letting things happen. Fence sitters are usually not great.
And
But
this isn't to be conflated with the prime directive of like Star Trek. It's like if there's something that you can do to help that does not drastically alter the evolutionary course or cultural course of another species, you can get involved as like, you know, the man with no name, the stranger that passes through, helps the town, then keeps on moving on. But
Mhm.
yeah, in this case, the Watchers, they're just voyeurs.
But that's
Yeah.
like, you know,
Yeah.
what I guess is the power difference between them and humanity to where they would feel it necessary to intervene. Like, are we just sort of like the equivalent to our looking at rats fight amongst themselves and not intervening? Or
Yes.
is it
They think
something like how far removed are they from us that they wouldn't care?
I think we're like monkeys to them. You know how we like observe monkeys in the zoo? We're like, look, they flung their shit at us. It's kind of like the same thing. I think. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Only instead of them in the zoo, it's just them in the wild, their natural habitat, and they're
Yeah.
that way.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
he's Jane Goodall. That's what he's saying.
Basically.
Yeah, or like what was that Australian guy? The one that died. God.
Oh, the hunter
That guy.
guy.
Yeah. that guy.
Oh,
The
the
crikey
Steve
dude,
Irwin.
yeah. Steve Irwin, yeah.
Steve
Yeah.
Irwin, that's right. Thank you. Thank you, Teresa. Nikki D, thank you so much for 5, says power scaling was always wonky in the MCU. What would have prevented Doctor Strange from opening a portal in Thanos' chest in Infinity War and killing him? Ooh,
Yep.
that's a
Mhm.
good
Good
question.
point.
I never even thought about that. Wow,
There's so much he could have done though.
that's true. George keeps telling people to lick the like button.
Lick it.
That
Oh,
sounds very sensual.
and very
Um,
unsanitary.
Yeah. If you're gonna lick it, sanitize it afterwards so that the next person after you can lick it without catching it.
Yeah, get out
Thank-
the Lysol,
thank you.
kids.
Thank you. I appreciate the safety. And
Sanitize before. and after.
the Watchers, where's? Good to see you, Stump Rat. Good to see you. You just have to punch harder. Oh my god. Okay. all right. So yeah, so they're like just he's like, I'm gonna kill all the universes. They need to be silenced.
Oh.
This is your god, Jane. There he is. They need to be
He
silenced.
just wants to kill everything now.
You love him. This is your hero.
It would be quieter, I suppose.
It's true. Finally, you'll get some peace.
Some sleep.
Some peace and quiet. It's my purpose. He's gonna kill everybody. Meanwhile, in Siberia, these people show up in Siberia and they're like, let's boot up this computer dude, which they do. And they have a couple funny comments here and there with him because I did think that part where Hawkeye threatens him with the water bottle was really funny.
That was hilarious. Yeah.
Water can do some decent temporary
This one-
damage to
this one right
current
here.
technology, but to analog, it's nightmare.
Yeah, but it was hilarious though because like his like the close up of this when he's like, "Don't make me do it," and then like the next second it's like
The
this
double take
water.
from the camera eye. It was also
Yeah.
pretty funny.
Yeah, and the camera turns too, like the other one, the other eye. I don't know. There he is.
That was
Yeah,
so him.
there he is.
too.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
He's like, "No, don't do it." He's like, all right. What exactly did you have in mind? And he like basically just they explain the plan, they do it. This part was interesting to me because how the fuck does she still have signal to be able to make a phone call? I didn't understand
I
this.
think the
because-
satellites haven't been destroyed because they were used to coordinate the nuclear attack.
Oh, okay,
But
I
still, it's
see.
Siberia.
Wouldn't the service be cut off? I mean, for crying
Maybe
out
it's a
loud.
Tony Stark, anywhere phone. And just an Avengers anywhere phone.
I must be.
I don't know. I'm making that up. I don't know.
I don't know.
I like
thought
the
because
idea.
of
I want one of
EMTs or whatever. I mean, they set off nukes for God's sake. Wouldn't there be like, I don't know. I just don't think that they would be able to make phone calls anymore. But ScarJo did. We are joined by another wonderful gentleman. His name is Damajanai. How you doing, Damajanai?
The Majinai is tired. I came straight
Aw.
from work here.
Aw.
And when I'm done here, I'm gonna be doing some gaming because I promised that I will be doing some gaming for y'all. So I have to do that when I'm done here.
Well, there you go.
I'm glad I got here. This is just in time for the good part. I missed this because I literally didn't catch anything because I was getting here.
No problem.
I want to destroy. Let me just say, I like this episode. I will say that much. However, two huge, giant, gaping, like Grand Canyon gaping problems with this. And you know what they are, right?
Please share.
Yeah, I was gonna say Grand Canyon.
Infinity Stones only work in the universe that they're from. Henceforth, he should have zero power against the Watcher. Once he steps out of that universe, zero power. And by the way, to back this up, in Loki, you see them used as paperweights because why? Out of their universe, they serve no purpose.
They don't work. They
Yep.
don't work.
So that is the huge gaping problem with that.
Well, Demogena
catch.
coming up in here and freaking dropping facts.
No, that's
what
not-
is the next gaping hole? And that's not to be mistaken with Daniela Pineda's crevices.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Wow.
The other hole was that why is it that when he only has the Mind Stone, he's able to one-shot Thanos, when in reverse, Captain Marvel is powered by one of the stones and she got beaten.
I
That doesn't
asked
make
the
zero
same
sense.
thing. I was like, how did he one-shot Thanos? That was my question.
He
Chelsea.
had
There's
all
no
of the stones
way.
minus one. How he at that point he's on God tier level.
Yeah, I didn't get that either. I
That
was
was
like,
zero,
there's no
and he has
way
the
could
Mind
just
Stone, one of
one-shot
the
him.
weakest ones of the stones.
Agreed.
Thanos had the Power Stone, the Space Stone. What's the other one he had? The
Soul
He had
Stone?
Soul
the time
Stone.
He had the time stone.
Time
the
Stone.
Time
All the
Stone.
stones he has. The only thing he didn't have was the Mind Stone. How's the Mind Stone one-shotting all of those stones?
Yeah, I don't.
That's
I
just
didn't see it
huge
either.
gaping hole.
The power of
when
AI.
yeah.
That's true.
Yeah,
It's
but the
power.
biggest
Never trust AI.
the biggest glaring problem is the fact that they don't work out of their universe. So there's no way he should have been able to fight the Watcher at all. Zero.
Demogena, right? You're right. You're right, and I think that's what was really like. I was trying to figure that out, and I couldn't. That's why I brought up the Loki thing because I was
Yeah.
like, I don't understand. Because sometimes the Infinity Stones work, and sometimes they don't.
Mhm.
This is the MCU's fault because this is what happens when you don't clarify things enough. So like normies, especially people like me, are like, what?
Mhm.
Excuse me? Like, how does it work on
Well,
this occasion and doesn't on this occasion?
The biggest problem is this is what happens when you're trying to rush and get to 2012 Marvel rather than build up the golden and silver age comic storylines before you hop into the 2012 ones, and you're rushing. See, if you notice, 1, 2, and 3 actually was pretty cohesive up until when they got to the end of 3, and then they just started going haywire with time travel, all this nonsense. Like in the comics, when Thanos does the snap, it's fixed immediately. This 5-year gap that they did makes a huge problem for no reason. It makes a huge problem. So it's because they're rushing to get to the 2012 version of Marvel Comics, which they are going headlong into, because we're getting the Marvels and all that other stuff coming. So.
Right. Real quick, George Molo, thank you so much for the $20. Says, watch Nina's breakdowns of Marvel's What If episodes and have more fun than watching the show flip-flop on Marvel's marvelous mayhem of mythic Avengers. All hail the watchers of watchers, Nina Infinity. Thank you. I am not a creep. I don't.
It's funny they said that in it too.
I
Yeah.
did
Say that in there.
I loved it. I was like, dude,
He
I
just said it's a
laughed
little
my
less
ass off.
creepy too. Like basically playing him out on it.
That was my favorite line of the entire series. I was like,
And
finally
when
somebody
he
called
said
this
that, I thought
fool
about
out.
you. I thought about you immediately when he said that.
They channeled Nina Infinity. They saw
They
into
did.
the future.
I swear to God, they watched this channel and they were like, "We're putting that line in there." Oh my God, love you guys in the chat too. You guys have some excellent comments. Yes, people agree with Demogeny. There's big plot holes. Yes, thanks Demogeny. Yep. Yep. Everyone is agreeing. Holy continuity problems, Batman. Wrong universe. That's DC. But yes, definitely. Very, very good information by Demogena.
Yeah, that's awesome stuff. Good catch, man.
Shane G. The writers of What If are clueless? Who knew? Yeah. Who knew? Okay. So she calls up the freaking Ultron people, the little robots, and she's like, "Come get us, yo! We're over here."
You kind of channel a little Harley Quinn right there.
Are you kidding? Look, I have her hat now. Well, I bought it from Walmart. Look at.
That's my brother's favorite character is Harley Quinn.
Hey, Mr. J. Okay. Can do that. All right. Oh, look, Demogenize in the chat. Okay.
He's in two places at once.
He's in both universes.
Both dimensions.
Oh my God, so many dimensions. So then this dude downloads the computer program with an Arrow USB, which I thought was pretty cool. He downloads that shit. Then they start fighting the Ultron robots again. By the way,
kind of interesting.
She did find Captain America's shield in.
That's not Captain America's shield. That's looks
it
like
wasn't
the,
right.
It wasn't the Red Guardians. The Red Guardians.
Red
is
Guardian
that what it
shield,
is?
yeah.
Because I was like, why does it look different? Okay.
Yeah, that's the Red
Well,
Guardians.
here's the other thing that's interesting. So they go after Zoloff because he's an analog computer, but they download his program digitally into a USB Arrow. So therefore, he's now digital. And he's going to fight another digital AI. So I thought the whole idea was that they're going after an analog because it's an incompatible technology, but then they just made it compatible.
Yeah.
I thought about that too because I was like, wait, isn't he like digital now? Like, weren't they trying to not do that digitally? Okay.
Yeah,
that's
the
fine.
purpose a little bit.
16-bit mascot says that's too cute and little. Sorry, Nina, not my Harley. Oh, okay. Aw.
Oh my.
My daughter loves Harley Quinn. Aw, everybody loves Harley Quinn.
Yeah, she was Calliope on Days of Our Lives.
Yes, she was. Arlene Sorkin.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And she dressed up like a Harley Quinn on Days of Our Lives.
It was amazing, and they kind of based her on.
Well, Paul Dini and her used to carpool to work for years, and they just had this joke, and that's how they kind of made up the character together.
Yeah, I think that's awesome. Yeah, I loved Calliope, but we digress. It's not soap opera time. Script and I will do a soap opera hour.
Yeah, you two go get. Yeah. Oh my God. Never mind. This green situation here is showing that the download worked, and now he's the other guy. What's his name again? Zoloff.
Zoloff. Yeah.
Zoloff. Why do I always forget?
Think of an antidepressant.
I was
Zoloff.
about ready to say that's exactly what I kept thinking.
Oh yeah, Zoloff. Okay. But yeah, you're right. Now he's digital. That makes no sense. And also they shut off his foot because they were like, we don't want you to
insurance plan.
Yeah,
basically.
we don't, and no funny business from you. Which I mean, I get it. I mean, he was evil. So then they start, doing this thing. This part I had a bit of a problem with. I'm not gonna lie, because in this situation, let's be honest, okay? ScarJo is still a girl, okay? And she's carrying this giant robot and the shield. I mean, come on. Like, how strong is she? Like,
and by the way, those things should be in this world vibranium, but in the actual he wouldn't. The Ultron main, the Ultron Prime or the Vision Prime basically would have been adamantium and vibranium combined. That's what he would have been. But I don't know what these would be made of. But either way, it's still metal. Like she's
it's
walking
still
around.
Giant metal. I mean,
well, that's not
and
even the
shield.
worst part, though.
What was that, Jane?
That wasn't even the worst part, because I'd forgotten about this particular scene. But there's the scene where she's holding Clint. And
Yes.
it's like,
Yes,
how?
she does. That's later on, like later here, where which they tried to recreate that scene from
Yeah.
Endgame. This is
Yeah,
it.
that's what it is. Yeah.
Which
You can't do that.
it
I
was
thought about that,
sweet
too.
that they were trying to recreate the scene and swipe the characters, but it made no sense because it's ScarJo. I mean, it's the Black Widow. She's not that strong. Like there she is. She's
No.
holding.
I mean,
Well,
for a woman, she's
to-
actually quite strong because her training
be
regimen
fair-
is crazy.
That's
But
true.
To be
hold
fair-
up a whole
to be
man
fair-
with one hand.
To be fair, she does have a version of a soldier serum. The actual Black Widow is supposed to have that.
Does she
She's
have that?
at least in the comics, she's actually a lot older than a lot of people because her thing, just like the original Nick Fury takes a version of. Remember, the whole thing is they were trying to replicate the super soldier serum, so there have been versions of it. It is not as good as the Cap version, but she technically does have something here. To be fair, but it's nowhere near as potent as Captain America's.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Well, in the MCU though, they didn't shoot her up.
They
with
didn't
that
show
shit.
that, but I'm giving them a little credit because I know that. So that's probably just something.
Yeah,
Whatever.
see, exactly. Cosmo James says, is that canon in the MCU? I don't think so. Just because it happened in the comics doesn't mean it happened in the MCU. And
This
we're
is
talking
true.
MCU here.
This is true.
So
I think they
I
were
mean-
just going for the image. I don't think they actually thought through the mechanics of it.
I agree. I mean, mind you, this scene, like now that I'm looking at it again, at least she put the robot down, so it's not like she's carrying the robot and the dude. Because I was like, man, like what is going on with this girl? Like she's like pegging Carter, man. What the fuck?
That was funny, Nina.
At least she put the robot down. So okay, all right. And I mean, when things like this happen, what I can give a pass to, actually, like with this scene, is like the idea of like when you get super strength as a regular person. Like I've heard of
Oh,
stories
when you get
of
the
like,
adrenaline rush, yeah, like
of like a 10-year-old kid like lifting a truck off his dad like in a car accident and things like that. So
But
those
that
things are
doesn't-
possible.
It's possible, but I just feel like her shoulder would have been dislocated.
Agree. But at least, like I said, she had put this freaking robot down. I actually thought it was way more unrealistic that she's carrying the shield and the robot up these fucking stairs while shooting the guns. I'm like, what? How is this happening right now? Like, she's not that strong.
I'm
But at
pretty
least
sure
she
the
would've
shield's
had-
really light.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the shield could have been exceptionally light. Like
Okay.
some weapons can be really strong and powerful, but also lighter, and that's like their thing. But also she had her whole body to hold up the robot. This is just her one arm
right.
holding
That's
him
true.
up. So that's kind of
There it is.
yeah.
And then they remade that scene, and this time he sacrificed himself. But as he's going down, he taking these other fuckers with him, which he did, and I like that. Very heroic. It was a good death.
Sad.
Good job, Hawkeye. There he is.
Hey. Well done.
Well done, Hawkeye. Well done. You're not gonna get the same level of respect in your own series, but well done.
Absolutely not.
Right.
You had to go there. You had to remind him.
I'm
We know it's
sorry.
coming. We know
Yeah.
it's coming.
I'm sorry. We know we're not gonna get like heroic scenes like this in Hawkeye. That's not gonna happen. It's probably gonna be
Yeah.
like female Hawkeye instead.
At this point, we all know it's basically a meme right now. Where if it's a guy lead, we know where it's going. We know where the direction is going automatically. It's just a matter of fact at this point.
He just didn't
Shane
get
G
to the
says there's
curve.
less gravity
Less
inside there.
Well, that explains that. Whatever you know. Why did we think of that?
Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. This was a cool scene though. I like that. All right. So then so he kills all the freaking robots. She is devastated, rightly so, because that's her BFF. And then she's like, "You little fuck. Why weren't you able to connect?"
I love how you added the words in there.
I swear, you should do that. You should write this show.
What if abridged by Nina Infinity?
Mine
Yeah,
is
exactly.
definitely not PG either. It's like, you little fuck. which like that is not what they're gonna say in Disney Plus. Why wasn't I able to freaking call up the stupid Ultron fucker, whatever his name is? And he's like, the centuries are rigged for interstellar communication. But anyway, so the point of this is that that Ultron is where the creep is.
He's essentially in the heaven realm, basically.
Yeah, he's
Basically.
like in the world between worlds.
Yeah.
So he's kind of like not in the universe. So therefore he's not be able to be contacted because he's not there. And this is where he is. He's fighting the what if dude or the watcher. Dude. Creepy dude. And he's all shocked because he's like, I don't understand. This should not be possible.
And I forgot to tell you one more thing too. It's actually another hole I should say. There's a problem with this too. Is that I know I'm going to be doing a little bouncing here, but
sure.
In the comics, when Thanos had the Infinity Gauntlet, there are beings that can shut that off when you get out of control. Like the Living Tribunal would shut that down if Ultron was going to destroy the multiverse, which is what he's doing right now. Mm-hmm. The powers that be in the like we're talking like beyond the cosmic beings, they would shut his ass down. This him fighting a Watcher is a no. Like because the Watcher has rules.
This is what I was asking asking earlier too before you came in the show. I think is that I was like, well, I was asking like, isn't there more of him? Like, isn't there?
Yes, there is. There should be like 2 more of them, 2 or 3 more of them, I think.
There's only 2 or 3 more, so there's no like it's not a population. Like
no, but the problem is you don't have to have a population. You're talking about beings higher than him that would have said, yeah, you can't do what you're doing. He's disrupting the natural order of things.
Okay.
So, like for instance, like the Living Tribunal allowed Thanos to do what he did because it wasn't because he stayed in our universe. Had he went outside of our universe, that would have been a no. You can't do that. There's rules to this. So that's another problem. I mean, obviously, I'm going a little far ahead for Marvel stuff as far as MCU version, but still, if they're going to be tapping, they're tapping into the. It doesn't
make sense though, Demonjanai, because I was thinking the same thing. I'm like, so there's like nobody that's going to step up and be like, yo, man, you can't do this. I mean, like even when he's like, I swore an oath, right? Like. Someone like me who's not familiar with this character, I'm like, okay, so who'd you swore an oath to?
Exactly.
Like, what is this oath? Where, like, what kind of Bible or whatever do you swear to? Like, what is that thing that you like? What kind of oath is it? Like, you know,
it's like go ask those people for help, whoever you swore to.
Exactly. So that's my point. And on top of that, the biggest problem is the instant he stepped out of the universe, he wouldn't have needed the Living Tribunal to do anything because the stones would stop working immediately once he stepped out of our universe. So that's the other. Like
says the Watcher population is so small because they're all too busy creeping to reproduce.
Yeah, they like to watch, not
you
participate.
ain't wrong, man. They're just watching. That's really funny, Shane.
That's so weird.
It's not wrong, but he's
12 Daniel 34 says, please try to explain things in the MCU with things from the comics. Well, they're based from the comics. I mean, you can't.
I mean, it should be, but I know they're going to be, taking liberties. But
it's all
if they're introducing people like the Watcher, the next step, because remember, look, let's just do things in the natural order. Things you had Thanos. Now you're going to have the Eternals, and then the people who made them, what are they called? The Celestials. So you're going to have to keep getting bigger and bigger. So every time you go to the next phase, you're opening up the Marvel Universe even more. So eventually, I mean, I'm going a couple of steps ahead, but they still have to, eventually they can go as far as the one above all. They could if they really wanted to. I don't think they'd go that far, but they could.
They shouldn't, because the more you do that, the less and less sense it makes in this format. Like that may work in a comic, but it's just going to be ridiculous when you try to transfer that to the big screen, to what should be.
I mean, but they're leaning on it heavily.
Piece of story.
They're leaning on it heavily. I mean, just the fact that they're having him cut through the multiverse like that is heavy on leaning on that. I know they're probably not going to do it, but it's just when you are tapping into that, like somebody like myself who kind of knows the rules. I mean, I'm not like super versed with all the rules, but I know some of the rules. That this wouldn't be happening. There's no way. There's no way it would have been happening.
Yeah, just like what you said with the Infinity Stones. Like there's a certain level of universal.
There's checks and
rules.
balances.
Exactly.
There's
so
checks
like
and
you
balances.
can't if the rules are that you can't use the Infinity Stones of one universe in another universe, and that's that, what is that, lore? Is that considered
Yeah,
lore,
that's
I guess?
lore. I mean, and what makes it so bad, like I said, that's in Loki. So they've established in their MCU verse that the stones don't work outside of their universe, and they just totally threw that away with this what if.
Yeah, it's like they don't care.
They don't care at all, man. They
Yeah.
don't care at all. They're like, well, we're doing a multiverse thing with this thing, so we could just basically all fucking rules are
Yeah, there are no
out the
rules.
door.
But even
all
with
bets
that,
are
but
off.
that's the whole point. If you're doing a multiverse, there's rules to the multiverse. You
Not
can't
with
just
them.
break the rules
Not
or to
with-
just
not
be
with these-
absolute chaos.
Not
They're
with
like,
these
in
idiots.
this project, this is what we're doing here, and it's completely unrelated to what we're doing over there.
Yeah, it means nothing. So then they keep fighting these two. They keep fighting, and then Ultron throws him into this planet, which he ends up destroying organic life on. And then he's like, I swore an oath I can't exert my will on any natural order of things, but he should, because he's gonna get his ass beat.
Yeah.
And he's and meanwhile, Ultron's still giving Jayne's message of peace.
I will bring peace.
He's
and
like
quiet.
Peace in our time.
He's like he reminds me of that guy, Mr. Burns, in that X-Files episode. He's like, I bring you love and peace. Remember when he's
Oh,
like,
Mr. Burns when he's all on his rejuvenation.
yeah. I bring you peace. That's not what's happening. Christine the Killer Car, thank you so much for the 5, says, okay, I have to ask, should I watch this or not?
I mean, this series is hit or miss for me, honestly.
Yeah,
I will say this though. I like the fact that they are actually putting this to a head. So it's not like when you watched all of these before, it was like they were just all one-offs. But now they're actually connecting everything. I'm not jumping towards the end, but in the end, you kind of see
They
what
might
they do.
be. We'll see what happens. I mean,
Yeah.
we were having a discussion behind the scenes, which we will kind of like talk about after we're done breaking it down. But I was saying that because usually the MCU has a really bad habit of fucking up the second part of their episodes and movies. So while this one was good, the next one it might be shit.
Exactly.
It's just the way it is. Like with the MCU, they just don't know what they're doing. But Christine, I don't. If you have Disney Plus and you've got time, go for it. I mean, I always say you should
It's
make
not-
up your own mind. You should watch things and make up your own mind whether you like things or not. But it's just like.
I will say it's
I
not
would-
offensive. It's not really offensive. I will say that.
I wouldn't set aside time to watch it, but like if you're bored,
Yeah, exactly what Jayne said. And
And you
also,
just have
and
nothing to
honestly,
do.
skip episode 1 and skip episode 3. Like, wait, 2? Was it 2? Definitely skip 1. 1 was fucking trash.
yeah,
And I
one was
think-
terrible.
Well, the Thor one, whatever number that was last week.
Oh God,
That'd be
yes,
7.
That's 7. Skip 7.
I didn't hate that one.
God, that was trash, Jayne. Jesus Christ. The one with T'Challa was pretty bad too. I don't know which one that
Oh
was.
god,
Like
that
I
was
think
bad.
2.
If you like T'Challa, skip it.
Yeah. What was that one? I think 3.
They did not do him justice
I don't
at all.
remember.
If he was Star-Lord?
Yeah, that one.
Oh,
See, the thing is it's I can tell you which ones are good. This one, the Doctor Strange one, and that's pretty much it. Which one was the other one that we liked? That's it, right?
The one with
I
the
didn't mind
serial
the zombie
killer.
one. I didn't mind
Oh,
the zombie one.
Oh,
one.
yeah,
The zombie
yeah.
one was good too.
The zombie
So
one was
the-
good.
Yeah, the zombie one, the Doctor Strange one, and this one. That's all the good ones. So honestly, you can skip the other ones. That's basically how it
Well,
goes.
no, but the one with like, what if Tony Stark died? That one was good.
The Killmonger one?
No, the one where
Yeah, I hated that one.
everyone died.
Oh, what if the Avengers didn't assemble? Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
okay.
that one was good.
Yeah, that one wasn't bad. That wasn't bad either.
No, I didn't
Oh,
like
all the
Nina
Avengers
is
back,
a tough crowd. She's a tough crowd. You're not gonna please Nina.
No, especially not.
Only with
Well,
Peaches.
yeah, and then it was like the
Fuzzy Peaches.
Shut up, Demargina.
and it was Michael Douglas who was responsible all along.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That one was
Yeah.
That one was good. That one was good. Yes, that's right. You're right, Teresa. See, I don't remember. This is how memorable this show is. There
The
you
show
go.
should be nicknamed Jekyll and Hyde.
It's
Yeah.
true. It's true.
Pretty much everything they're doing in this space.
They're schizophrenic.
Agent One, for the purpose of versus debating Megaverse, is a collection of infinite and finite universes, multiverse, and superverses. I have no idea what you just said.
Yeah, that was a whole bunch of words. It sounded like
Okay.
They are all legit words.
yeah, I know. I'm just saying, but they are words.
Okay.
They are words that have meaning.
Tangerines. Oh my god. Okay. So this dude's legit freaked out now. He's like, look at us. He's just
But
like, what
why?
the fuck, yo? You know what? I'm gonna go Super Saiyan on your ass. Fuck you. And then he does the Super Saiyan thing, and he becomes this fucker. Did his
Yeah, he
head
gets armor.
did his head become bigger? I swear to God, his head got bigger when he became that.
I think
guy.
he's just wearing tighter clothes.
Oh, okay.
More layers?
Yeah, more layers. So then they fight again. Which is weird too, because Script Doctor, you said you were bored in this part.
Yeah, I was bored.
I
with
was all in. I was like, holy
Yeah,
shit!
I did like this part too. Yeah, me
Let's
too. I was
go, freaking creepy watcher, dude. Let's go. I was like,
creepy watcher, dude.
But if you knew you could do this, then why were you afraid?
I don't know. Yeah, it was weird, right, Jane? I don't know why
Like the personality shift didn't make sense to me.
it didn't. He became a tangerine. I don't know. I can't do that voice.
Armored creepy baby mode.
Who said that?
Shane. He does look like a baby. A weird
Oh, there it is.
toddler.
It's on crack.
Oh my god. But yeah, so like they're fighting, and I was like, come on, creepy, you can do it. But then he keeps getting his ass kicked, even though he thinks he's stronger now. And I was like, God damn it, dude. Like, do something. This dude
This
ate
part was
the
gangster.
universe. I was like, what?
This is gangster.
You could do that? You could eat shit like this? Okay, all right.
That reminded me of something like maybe like Galactus.
Dude, he
Give me a look
ate
like-
the freaking universe. I was like, okay, this dude's like
Well, that's a
way
galaxy, not a
beyond
universe.
God. No, well,
That's
yeah,
a galaxy.
galaxy. He ate the galaxy. I was like, what? This guy's beyond like God now. Like, what's he doing? He's just munching on the freaking galaxy.
Yeah, that was some seriously good cocaine.
Yeah, you should have been
Oh.
sniffing it or inhaling it.
Oh, damn. And then they punched a hole into another universe where it's kind of similar to ours. People start taking pictures of him.
Well, why did he
Steve
shrink?
Rogers is becoming president, by the way, because he's taking like his oath, which I thought was cool. At least we saw Steve Rogers be like patriotic and cool.
The flag was different though.
Was it?
The flag.
Yeah, it didn't have all
There's
the...
more stars. Oh, and there's only 2 stripes. Oh, there's more
Interesting.
stars on this one. Less stars on this one. I don't know. 2 stripes.
So they only
Interesting.
had 3 colonies?
I guess.
Not
I don't
13?
know.
Weird.
That's weird.
A lot more streamlined states, yeah. Well, the thing that always puzzles me is I could believe how the Watcher can observe and move through different universes. I don't understand how Ultron managed to learn that trick. Given the fact that with the rules already established that the Infinity Stones only work in the universe with which they are from.
Mm-hmm. This is why I said it's a gaping hole.
Is it-
Again, like I don't know how he broke the time universe barrier, the space-time barrier to travel through these universes, and I don't understand how when he's hitting them, they're traveling through other universes. I don't get that.
Well, from what I understood, and this is me again applying logic to the writer's brains. This has not been
That
explained.
didn't exist, but yep.
Yeah, this isn't an example. From what I understood was that when he killed everything in the universe, it's like he gained some sort of power similar to actually what Doctor Strange went through. Like he went to a certain level and then he finally was able to see the Watcher. So when he became at that level of being able to see him and being able to like understand that there's another plane of existence, then that's when he was able to access those powers or whatever, and he was able to do what he did.
Like Rudy said, instead of all this, why didn't he just do the snap?
Yeah. You could have just snapped all these universes away.
God damn it, that's a good point.
That's another point too. That's I didn't even think of that.
I didn't
That's a
even
good
think
one.
about that either. I mean,
You could have just snapped the Watcher away too. Like there's a lot of
hang on, you guys. He wouldn't be able to snap because he doesn't have the Infinity Gauntlet, but he could do a
that is
chest
true.
pound.
But he could just make one.
Yeah.
He could just
That
like
is
go
true.
like this, and like he could do like a Tarzan or
And
something.
he could have had the gauntlet. The only reason he doesn't have it is because he cut it.
And the gauntlet's only there to contain the Infinity Stones. His body now does that. So
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what
So,
I'm
yeah.
saying. It wouldn't be like it wouldn't be like a snap. It
Well,
would
he
be like
couldn't
a
ju-
chest
he-
pound
Exactly. He could just
because he's
pound
got
his chest.
he's got
Boom.
the stones on his chest, so he'd be like and then like the snap would happen. It's the same desired effect, but he just doesn't have a glove. So. I'm just guessing. I don't know.
So he's just wasting his own time.
He is. I mean,
No, I think he enjoys the thrill of killing things. That's the whole thing.
he did get bored too, though, right? Like he
Yeah.
killed a whole bunch of things, and then he was like, "Well, what do I gotta do now? Oh, I gotta kill this motherfucker watching me. All right." But he got bored. I mean, kind of.
This
Right?
to be fair, this kind of like I made this similarity on my stream. It kind of reminds me like of a Dragon Ball, like when Cell became perfect, and he's like, once I became perfect, I didn't have anything else to do. But then when he blew himself up and he figured out that there was more power to acquire, then he's like, oh, now I want to just start destroying everything. So that kind of reminded me of that. Plus the fact that the fact that Ultron is going to the heavenly realm, which is where the Watcher's supposed to be, reminded me of like Majin Buu also, because when he destroyed the whole point of Majin Buu, he destroys all life, and then he would go to the spirit realm and destroy all that life too. So that's basically what he's doing. Like that seems a lot of similarities to me.
Punk Waddle says, so we already touched on the thing about the stones being meaningless in the different universe, but did he go to a new universe with the Watcher? He's gone to several.
Yeah. He's
Yeah,
in a
each
different
one he's
right
going
now.
to. Yeah.
He's
That's different
smashed
universe.
into like 10 or 15 different ones.
And that's what I'm saying. While him doing that, there would have been some other Watchers be like, "Oh hell no! What do you think you're doing, boy? Take this out of here! Hey, take this off."
Yeah, that's what it was like. Is there anyone that this guy answers to at all?
Yes,
Like,
he
I don't
does answer to
understand.
people. That's what I'm saying. It doesn't make any sense for like this makes zero sense. Like I get it. I like the concept of him, finding out what a Watcher is and trying to fight him. But him doing that will only take place in the universe that he's in. Once he's, like, I know I'm repeating
Yeah, it
myself,
it
but
wouldn't
it's
have
just
worked.
so it makes zero sense. Zero.
He could have snatched him into his universe. He could have just grabbed
Yeah, but now
him.
he's not.
I know. That's the problem.
That looks like he was in
But I don't-
Von Doom's place.
The
Victor
other thing I
Von
don't
Doom.
understand is the Watcher can change his size, right? So why does he allow himself to be small in this
Yeah, I
moment?
don't get that either. Can he change his size? See, that's the thing that I
We've
don't
seen
understand.
him do it like multiple
Yeah.
times for no reason.
Yeah.
Because sometimes he's like a giant dude that he's watching, and then sometimes he's like mini me. He's like this small. I don't get it. Like, couldn't he have made himself like as big as Thanos or even bigger? I don't know. Could the dimensions all exist in one universe? Asked Charlie Stevenson. I don't know.
No,
I don't think so.
it's a multiverse.
Yeah, I think they're going through the different
So you're
universes.
saying-
Each
okay,
universe is
so
a
he's
different
thinking He's
multiverse.
going through dimensions versus universes.
Yeah, I think that's right. He's going through different dimensions when he goes through these crystal things. They're going to a different dimension.
And it's still the rules still apply though.
Yeah.
They're not supposed to work out of their own respective.
Because in each dimension, there's its own universe. So
Exactly. And
in
they have
that
their own
universe,
infinity stones there.
Exactly.
They would have their own stones.
But look at
so-
this. Look how he's just laying there.
Yeah, he taking it.
Pause.
I mean, look at this. What
Being
the
a
hell?
starfish.
Very graphic. Good Lord. And these people are like, oh my God.
That's what I
This
said.
is not
Kind
the
of
Renaissance there I thought it was.
Yeah, that to me that looked like that was a little Easter egg for Victor Von Doom's. I keep forgetting his
Latveria.
country. Yeah, that's what it kind of reminded me of.
So then I was like, wait, is he gonna kill this dude? The boundaries of the multiverse are irrelevant to beings like you and me. Okay. Gives him another speech. And then look at him. He like lifts him up. I mean, this is like some next level god shit. He grabs him by the skull. He looks like he's gonna do like a skull crush or something. And then out of nowhere, the Watcher kind of like runs, like he escapes into like this other place, and we don't know where he really went just yet, because Ultron is kind of like stuck there, and he's like, I'm gonna come fucking find you and kill you anyway, bitch.
Now you're
But
just doing like a
then-
Freddy Krueger version of this.
Are you gonna?
No, like every time you just throw in the bitch, is like that's what Freddy Krueger does all the time. It's like I'm gonna get you, bitch. He's on the chase for the Halloween theme and stuff.
I don't know. I guess we can make it that.
The Watcher's Ultron bottom bitch.
Yeah, there's George saying the Watcher was Ultron's bottom bitch. It's true. That's true. Look at him. He looks like he just got totally annihilated, which he kind of did. But then he ends up where? Oh, with Doctor Strange, the evil one, who had trapped himself inside his own little universe, like a little pocket universe. Been living in the dream alone in a prison of my own making ever since. And the Watcher is here, and he wants his help. Makes him say it too. He's like, you want me to say it? And he's like, yeah, fucking say it. Fucking
Say it.
beg me,
Say the
bitch.
word.
Get on your
Sega,
knees.
Sega.
Look, he's taller now again. God damn it. Okay. And he's like, yeah, you freaking get on your knees and beg me. So the guy does. He asks him for help. And that's it. That was the end of the episode.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the next one. I hope they don't F it up.
So speaking of that, we had there was an article. Where is it? I'm just going to quickly pull it up and read what this website wrote, which said, it said something about that the authors said something about it. What if blah blah blah. Episode 9 will deliver. Okay, so what if Ultron Won promised to tie in the show's events together in a surprising way? According to the head writer AC Bradley, what if Episode 9 will deliver on that promise? In fact, the finale would mean big things heading into season 2. So apparently, they're going to be tying.
They are
in,
making it streamlined. Cool.
Yes. And also like basically tying in several of the episodes, not just this one. And so the question Script Doctor brought up was, why don't you ask it again, Script Doctor?
What do you think the Multiverse Avengers team will be assembled as? Like, who will be the players in that team?
Yes, because it seems like that's what they're heading to, is that they're going to kind of like make the Multiverse Avengers. So I said I think that it's going to consist of Pegging Carter, what's it called, Captain Marvel, obviously, because she's like the bestest ever, and maybe T'Challa, like the T'Challa Star-Lord, though, not T'Challa Black Panther, and maybe Loki. I don't know if Loki's going to be in it. But
We're gonna have Thor.
Yeah, maybe Thor.
Mm,
Thor.
Yeah, Thor.
Maybe.
They could put Frigga in there too, technically, because I mean, he
They
was scared of
could.
his mom, so
Yeah.
you would think she would be.
That's true.
strong enough.
You have to
That's
wonder why they
true.
brought her in, if not to add her.
Black Panther Killmonger version. Says the Vasco scenario. Maybe.
Well,
Possibly,
because
yeah.
remember, if you remember the promotional, they showed the Avengers scene, like, and out when the Avengers that we had, they showed the circle pan shot, but they showed it with the different people, so that they haven't did that yet. So I think they're gonna do that in this last one, like you're saying, the Avengers of the multiverse.
When they're doing the
And it's gonna
pan
have Doctor
shot.
Strange too, yeah, like when they had the
Ooh,
panning.
and Spider-Man. I think Spider-Man's probably
Yep.
gonna be in it.
There's no way you're not gonna put Spider-Man in there.
Yeah,
you're not
I
going
mean,
to.
come on, it's Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Who else? I don't know if Ant-Man and the Wasp are gonna be in there, but maybe.
It's possible.
I don't know.
What else? Who else do you guys think? Jane, any thoughts?
Oh, they might put Thanos in there, the good Thanos.
Oh, Jane said, "Be right back." Never mind.
Yeah.
What about you, Teresa?
Hell if I know at this point.
Oh, there you
Everything
go.
that you said and maybe more. I mean, maybe.
Cosmo
Jesus.
James says zombie Wanda. Do you guys think that the zombie thing is going to be tied in too? I don't know
Oh
about
my.
that. I don't know if
It's
they're going to.
I mean, that universe exists in this show, so they could go into it.
I mean, yeah, they could go into it, but I don't know if they're going to do the whole zombie thing too. I mean, I don't know. Maybe that's crazy.
Why not?
George says the touchy feels Thanos that was beaten to a pulp by his own Black Order.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. The good Thanos. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, maybe zombie Wanda. Script doctor. Anybody else that you think could fit the bill?
Does the head of Ant-Man still exist? I think maybe that guy,
Oh, the head of Ant-Man. Yeah, that could
because he's got the
happen.
Doctor Strange cape, so he can fly around and just tell dad jokes while they're fighting, I suppose.
Oh
that's
my
true.
gosh,
That's
no.
true. Yeah, because we have to have Doctor Strange's cape in there because the other guy's wearing the evil cape.
Mm-hmm.
So I could see that. I could see that. Jane, do you think there's anyone else going to be added to the Avengers multiverse?
No, I think it'll be the people they've made the heroes in each of their what ifs so far.
That sounds about right. That sounds about right.
They basically have their own mini movies setting them up, and they'll bring them all together in the last one.
I feel like it's gonna suck because they usually really do like they always fuck up the second part.
They're like J.J. Abrams. They don't know how to finish.
Oh,
That's
Well, I
just
think
like-
what they have
Teresa.
hasn't been that great anyway. So
that's
you're
also true. Jane.
pulling together a bunch of characters that are sort of hit and miss. I don't know how that's gonna look. I don't know how they're gonna be any better together.
Yeah, I don't know either. I'm kind of hoping against all hope that Peggy Carter is not going to be in it, but
She'll be the
You know, she-
leader.
I think
She's
she's
gonna
going to
be
be the leader too.
She's gonna
I
be
think
in
they're gonna take her out of that weird tentacle hentai universe somehow, and
She's out of it already, though. Remember, that's how
Yeah,
they ended it.
she
She's out of the.
escaped.
She's out. She had her fun with the tentacle monster already.
she came out of that.
She came
Yeah,
out
that's
with
how they
you.
Yeah,
ended
that's how she met Nick
Yeah.
Fury.
Yeah,
I've already forgotten this.
she's out of the.
I remember
She's
she,
done with the
like,
tentacles.
I remember she
she's
like
used them
pushed
all.
that
Tentacle
fucking
porn.
tentacle thing into the thing and went into the dimension with her. It didn't.
Mhm.
That didn't happen. Am I dreaming this?
It
Oh my
happened,
God.
and she came back.
It happened, but she came out.
She did? Oh
Yeah.
Yeah.
God, man, I've forgotten this
Nina-
already.
Go back and
Nina, you gotta
rewatch.
stop smoking so much weed, man.
No, I just this
All that
show
meth
sucks.
she's been sampling her cash instead of selling it.
19K Fox is here. Says, "Damn girl, congratulations on 3.5K. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you so much." But yeah, so that was it. We will be back next Sunday to discuss the final. I think it's the season finale, right? Season
Yep.
finale
Yep.
of What
Yep.
If. It should be really interesting either way.
It'll be something.
It'll be something, and we're gonna be here to
It'll
talk about
definitely be
it.
something.
It's gonna be shit. Damaj and I. Tell
Yes.
everyone where they can find you.
You can find me on my channel, DMAJINI, the Damaj channel. We usually have the Dark Council on Tuesday, but we will not, because the Dark Council meetup will be Saturday. You're gonna have the ultimate breakdown of the whole fellas together.
Yay!
And we're gonna have a special guest with us. I believe 19K Fox will be up there too.
Oh
hang out with us
wow,
too. Yeah.
nice.
Yeah,
That's
we-
cool.
We are gonna paint the town red. That's what you're gonna do.
Oh,
I got
that's
me a can. I
awesome.
got me
You
some
guys
Candace
can
Krylon and everything.
he says gonna be lit, bro.
Yeah, absolutely,
that's gonna be
absolutely.
my
I can't
God.
wait. I cannot wait.
I wish I could be there with you guys.
I
That
wish you
sounds
could too. I wish you
amazing.
could too. It would be nice.
Um,
I do believe the second one we will be going to Florida, so it'll be less restrictions because I think what we're going to be doing is doing a lot of walking around and maybe getting some pizza to go because I don't think we're going to be able to go anywhere. I mean, if we go to the Brooklyn side, maybe, but we're going to be in the Manhattan side. So,
Y'all gotta go to Brooklyn.
well, I'm going to be in Brooklyn. I'm going to my mom's house. I'm getting me some pancakes. I'm going to give me some. I already got this. I already told my mom early. I want some pancakes with some chocolate chips in it. That's happening. It's
Mark
happening.
said,
Make
Mark
that for
said
all you
everyone's
guys.
going to your mom's house for
Yeah.
pancakes.
But yeah, so we're gonna be having that happen. Actually, when I'm done here, I'm gonna play a little Final Fantasy VII remake for you guys. So, cause I did promise I want to do it, so I'm gonna do it today. I'm gonna be tired. I might fall asleep playing the game, but that's all right. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine.
Demogenized link is going in the chat right now, and then after the stream is over, I will put it in the description as well. Please make sure you are subscribed to my
Awesome.
dear friend Demogenite. Demogenite, are you going to be streaming on your channel right now? Are you doing a Twitch?
Oh
thing,
yeah, I'm
or
gonna
what's
stream.
going
I'm gonna stream. I'm gonna
on? Like
be.
on YouTube.
Yep. It will be on YouTube.
Up to D. Here we go. I'm probably gonna.
I don't know if I'm gonna
misspell
do a whole
your-
hour though. I might just do a half hour because I don't know if I can push it. I might be pushing it.
I thought I was gonna misspell your name, so I just put sub to D. There you go, Demogenite.
There you go. Well,
Um,
at least you didn't call me Demanji.
I am guilty of doing that.
That is the cutest nickname
Oh.
ever. That is the
Demanji.
cutest.
Welcome to
know it's my
Demanji.
dad.
Demanji.
Yes, definitely subscribe to George and obviously subscribe to Jayne Theory. Jayne, please tell everyone where they can find you.
Yeah, you can find me here on YouTube where I post movie and television reviews and occasionally some pop culture commentary. You can also find me on Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram at Jayne Theory. And I just dropped a review, a spoiler-free review of Venom. Let There Be Carnage.
Ooh, okay. I'm gonna have to go watch that.
Yeah, I'm gonna go see that Tuesday. I'm gonna see it Tuesday.
No, I meant I'm gonna go watch Jayne's review.
Oh,
I don't care about the movie.
I want to go see it though, cause I gotta do a review myself. So
Yeah.
I still have to watch the first one. I haven't even watched the
Oh,
first
goodness.
one. So yeah, I'm way behind. I went to Bond instead. I was like, screw Venom.
Is it true that they 66 Bond
86 them, you mean?
66? Well, I say 66 because Order 66.
No comment. This is a what if stream.
Oh,
I
okay,
will
all
let
right.
you know outside of this situation. Script Doctor, please tell everyone where they can find you.
Well, you can find me here on Sundays when I'm invited, and to find out if that's happening, follow me over on Twitter at ScriptDoctorPhD. And if you want to get some cool analysis and breakdowns of some film and television, I do have a YouTube channel under Script Doctor. Should be the first one to find when you search.
Script Doctor's links are in the description. And Jayne also has a new channel. Jayne, make sure you put your new channel's link in the chat as well, please.
Okay.
And also Teresa. Teresa, tell everyone where they can find you.
You can find me at Miss Martin Muses right here on YouTube. Also on, I guess we're going to be starting up our Winds of Winter tomorrow night, from what I understand. If you want to check out Sporky News channel for the Winds of Winter / Game of Thrones books read through, you can see me over there, and always find me on Twitter at Teresa2_Martin.
There you go. And Teresa's Twitter and her link are in the description as well. So again, thank you everybody for joining me tonight, all the panelists, and of course, every one of you in the chat, especially you guys who pressed the like button, shared the stream, all that good stuff, all the members, anybody who super chatted, thank you all so very much. If you just came and hung out, I love you guys, and I really appreciate it. Next week's gonna be awesome, and of course, after that, we will be back the following Sunday for whatever show we decide to review after that. So definitely keep coming back on here, and we will definitely keep going. Good night to everybody. Thank you guys very much for tuning in, and we will see you next time.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Later.
Bye. I'm gonna find something to end this with. Okay, bye.
I'm so sorry.
I'll survive.
I don't doubt it. You're an excellent specimen. I thought you were empty.
I just moved in.
I'm Charlotte Melville.
Hi. Sorry, I must have fallen asleep.
God, I hope we haven't frightened